Well, to me, and I might have a contrary opinion with everyone, I think MPs should be scrapped off. And I'm saying this, I'm saying this as a future aspiring member of parliament for Limuru constituency. I think those other responsibilities of a member of parliament should be scrapped off, and the members of parliament should be left with one role: legislate. This money that we give them, as CDF, do go do that, they should be given one role: represent and legislate, because that is the core. And we should also revisit, my brother was talking about the constitution, we should also revisit the requirements of electing a member of parliament. Right now the constitution says that only a member of parliament only needs a birth certificate to be a member of parliament, and maybe class 8 certificate. But is that really what we want as a government? Also we have, we as electorates, we bring ourselves these problems. We elect people who are dunderheads, people who have money, people who steal money, and when they go to bring back, to profit themselves, we are here crying. Mm-hmm. That is one for the electorates. And number two, so they should be dealt with going forward, because we are already here in this mess. KRA is not collecting enough because the government and the people and the government, William Ruto, is making it hard for KRA to collect more tax on Kenyans. This guy is imposing bills and taxes that are heinous to people to do business. Companies have closed down. Since William Ruto came to power, we have over 1,000 companies that have closed down. So many businesses, so many people have been rendered unemployed because of this regime. Mm-hmm. That is why KRA is, if you want to collect more, grow the tax base, widen and broaden the tax base, so that will collect kidogo kidogo, mingi itatoshekana. But now, even now, when you start taxing M-Pesa, you start taxing mayai, meat. Even meat, I saw even meat is being taxed. Yeah. When you tax food that is being eaten by the cow, by the goats, you have taxed it, my friend. So you're making it even a much more expensive. You make it meat to be a luxury, my brother. No. So let me finish. Yeah. So
you're taxing
number two,
the cow.
You're taxing even the cow, my friend. Yeah. You've asked him why our finance be still the same. We don't grow. We have been having finance bill back forth. We lost 2 trillion. Then Jimmy Wanjigi is saying that we should scrap off these debts, that we no longer know what they did for us. I'm telling you, the problem in this country is corruption. Is thieves. William Ruto, even I'm saying even here, and I hope we will touch on this. These daylight thefts, what we're having here, but anyway.
Kamau.
Yes.
We talk about wastage in the country because we're saying our revenue, Kenya does not have a revenue problem. We have an expenditure problem. And why is that? Because of wastage and corruption that we see every day. You ask how we lose 2 trillion. It has not been objected that we lose around 3 billion shillings a day. If you do your math in a year, that's around 1 trillion shillings that just gets lost through wastage and corruption, right? And now you have to read that together with the fact that today, with all the trillions, 12 trillion shillings, almost 13 trillion shillings in terms of debt. And we always ask the question, if we sit today, where is 13 trillion shillings in the country that is Kenya, where you and I can say we see value for money? Odious debt, what can we do about it? Stop paying, because the law is clear on how we borrow and what that money ought to do. If you borrow money to construct road that goes from Gikwa to Kamau Road, and you use that money to pay teachers, that is against the law. Kenyans should not pay for money that was borrowed to do a specific project, and it did not do that. The individuals who misused that money should pay for that. And that goes way back to whoever broke the law at that point. Is it a concern today that even in this budget, all you're doing is perpetuating and perpetrating illegality over and over again.
And it is true. But now the problem with our president today and the heinous debts that we are having and culminating the finance bill and then going down to trickling down to the fuel prices is because we tend to I wanted to say, let me say the language. I'm looking for a better word. It's because we are able to tunabembeleza sana mzungu. For lack of a better word, I wanted to say licking these people. These people, we tend to bembeleza IMF too much. We tend to bembeleza US, China too much. And even we saw and they do not care about us. You saw in a photo the other day, the president was in a line where he was greeting the G7, but nobody cared about him. He was just standing there with the hand. Nobody wanted to talk to him, and I felt bad. I was saddened by that scenario, that our president, nobody cares about him, nobody cares about what he does. They just want to use him and for him to use us, and we are the ones who are going to feel the pain, the pinch. If now the problem is he cannot stop paying these debts because he is in bed with these people. He is talking with these people day and night, and they are having deals. The problem with our president is he is running this country like a company. He is doing what he himself benefits from.
Is that propaganda?
No, it's not.